thousands of people up and down the UK are using weight loss jabs to help them shed the pounds. But what happens when you stop having them?
Dr. Semiya's here with her advice alongside Ellen Ogley, who came off the jab after losing 3 stone and managed to keep the weight off. Good morning to you both.
Morning. Good
You look
morning.
fantastic, if I might say.
Thank you.
So what was the start of your dieting journey?
So I just started my dieting journey when I realised I was quite a lot overweight and decided to just hit the gym, try and be in a calorie deficit and lose weight on my own, and lost 3 stone doing that.
So how heavy were you at that point?
So I was 16 stone 12 at that point, so about size 16 to 18.
Right. And you lost 3 stone all by yourself, eating healthily, going to the gym.
Yeah.
And then what happened?
So then my weight loss actually plateaued and I was worried that I was going to fall back into the old, oh, well, this hasn't worked sort of thing. And I've yo-yo dieted for years, just started doing a bit of research into what else there was available and then started to do my research into weight loss medication.
So you started the right way. I think every doctor would say diet and exercise is the right way. Then what made you transition and think, well, actually, I've researched this thing, I'm actually going to go on to having weight loss jabs?
Because I was just, I was curious. Like I say, I got to a point in my weight loss journey where I couldn't really lose any more weight and thought, I've got nothing else to lose. Did all my research, decided on this particular brand and, yeah, just started from there.
And what brand did you go with and how did it make you feel when you first started taking the medication?
So I started with Mounjaro and everybody starts on a 2.5 dose, which is quite a low dose. And to begin with, you do get side effects such as headaches, nausea on occasions, but I very quickly realised that you get those side effects when you're not actually eating a great deal. So while it does suppress your appetite, you do have to be disciplined to obviously get your food in and be well enough.
Because were you still working out as well at the same time?
Yeah.
So you felt that even... Did it make you feel not great during the day?
Absolutely not. I actually ended up with more energy.
Did you?
Yeah, so because I was obviously looking at what I was eating and making sure I was working out in the gym, I was actually replenishing my body with the nutrients that it needed. And yeah, it gave me more energy to be in the gym.
Right. So when you got to your target weight, then what happened? Because obviously you set yourself a target, which was great.
Yeah.
What then was the tipping point? At that point, you thought, actually, I want to be even lighter.
So my target was always to be 11 stone and I'd gone up through the doses and reached my target on 10 milligrams. And once I actually reached my target, I stopped taking that particular dosage. Yeah. Had a discussion with my provider about maintenance and what that might look like. And we decided to do a 6 weeks course of coming back down through the medication to teeter off. And during that time, I actually lost more weight. So I was obviously keeping an eye on that to make sure that I didn't then go below what I actually wanted to get to. Yeah. And now I'm actually smack bang in the middle of the BMI, whereas previously when I first started my weight loss, I wasn't even on the scale.
Right. So how do you feel now? And has your hunger returned to a pre-medication kind of feeling?
I feel absolutely amazing, as you can imagine.
I mean, you really do.
I feel fantastic. In terms of, like, suppression and hunger and things, yeah, it has returned. But, you know, I've spent 22 weeks kind of learning new ways of, you know, living, new lifestyle changes, implementing a different sort of diet to what I had previously, and just being smart, you know, not comfort eating anymore. I choose, you know, fruit and snacks over anything that's maybe less nutritional. But yeah, I feel amazing. It's great because I'm a mum and, you know, I was the one in charge of meal preps and during that time it was so difficult.
But did everybody in the family, did they all suddenly, their diets changed slightly because yours had changed slightly as well?
Yeah, definitely, but equally they didn't know. There was only my husband who actually knew I was on the medication.
2 people?
Yeah, my husband and then just very recently a work colleague.
And why did you choose to do that? Is it because there's a stigma attached to it, or did you just kind of not want... If I think about myself, I wouldn't want the pressure on me, almost. I'd want to just kind of get on with it.
A little bit of both, if I'm perfectly honest. There is a huge stigma in that it's the lazy way to do it. I often get a lot of flack for, oh, well, why didn't you just go to the gym? And I'm like, well, I did do that. Yeah. But equally, you know, it was a very private thing for me to do, and I wanted to make sure that it worked, rather than telling everybody and then find, oh, it didn't work for Ellen, and, you know, but, yeah.
So, Doc, Ellen spoke about talking to your practitioner. That must be so important. If you're going to put yourself on a drug you administer yourself, that you have somebody who knows what they're talking about advising you?
Definitely. First of all, I want to say Ellen really epitomises the way we would like anyone who goes on a weight loss drug.
Brilliant.
It really is. She instigated those lifestyle habits first, which we would always start off with, and a good diet, and then she moved on to weight loss drugs. Now, I've mentioned before, it really is important to continue with that regular monitoring because the healthcare professional will assess you, look at side effects, adapt any medications that you might be on, and discuss the whole journey with the individual. And that is really important. And I think Ellen was lucky enough to find someone who actually did that. And she did her research as well regarding the types of medication and which provider offered that. And that is key with anyone taking these weight loss medications.
I mean, it is key. That's the first thing you always say, Dr. Semiya, is you have to do your research, you have to have a health practitioner, and then you hit your target, and you knew that was what you wanted to do, and you did it in a healthy way. And then you also got help coming off it too, which is equally as important.
That is very important. We think it's just all over once we stop. But you still need to be monitored every step of the way because we've got to remember, coming off it, our weight may start increasing. In fact, the trajectory going up for weight gain is much quicker than the weight loss. 10% of individuals will maintain that weight, but over a year of not being on the medication, 2/3 will put that... Well, no, you gain 2/3 of your weight back again.
Which is still...
And your metabolism has changed. Your body thinks you're still in this calorie deficit. So this is why you start eating more ferociously. So it's really important. And then there are, you know, behavioural, psychological effects on that as well. So really, really important to be monitored and mitigate these effects by regular monitoring, even once you've stopped the medication.
Anyone thinking about it now, side effects, are they numerous?
Well, any medication has side effects. We always have to be wary of those. These are drugs used for weight loss. We don't know what the long-term effects are, so we really need to be cautious all the way. There are always risks for any medications.
And Ellen, you're completely medication-free now.
I am, yes. This is my 7th week off now.
Well done. Congratulations. And you're still eating healthy, you're still going to the gym. Have you noticed any gain in either weight or your appetite, or you just have to be very careful?
My appetite has definitely come back, which is great because I can, again, meal prep for my family. But there are so many success stories as well as a result of this medication. It changes not only our weight, but everything in our lives. It's just been such a positive experience for me, and I'm very grateful.
And honestly, and you've done it well, you've done it the correct way.
Absolutely.
And you look fantastic.
Thank you.
Congratulations, well done.
Thank you so
much. You're
well
healthy and happy. It's great.
I am very.
Thank you for joining us, and thanks, Dr. Semiya.
Thank you
for visiting our This Morning YouTube channel. We upload new content every day, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out, and we'll see you in the morning.